Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Miraclepathshala. So guys, in this video we will discuss challenges of HRM, role and responsibilities, duties and task of the HR manager. Okay, in this video we will cover challenges of HRM faced by HR professionals. Right? Now, let's start. Everyone thing you need to know about the challenges of HRM, right? The organizations today realize that the human resource is the most valuable asset, right? And are adopting policies like competence building, job rotation, performance linked pay, empowerment, etc., which promote the overall development of the human resources. Okay, now the first one is the challenges of HRM is managing workforce diversity, right? So, you know, an important challenge that human resource manager face involves workforce diversity, that is the increasingly heterogeneity of organization with the inclusion of employee, right, from different groups such as women, physically disabled person, retired person, backward classes, ethnic groups, etc. Whereas globalization focuses on different between the personnel from different countries. Workforce diversity addresses different among people within the same country, right? For example, more and more women have been joining the organizations in India, and women execute have also been occupying important positions at the middle and the top levels in the organization. This in it itself, it is a challenge for organizations, as traditionally the Indian society has been male dominated, right? This is the number one challenges in our organization. So that means workforce diversities has significant implications for the management, right? Now the next one is meeting aspiration of employees, right? So there has been a rise in proportion of employees in today's industries who belong to the younger generation, who aspiration are different from the earlier generation, right? Today's workers are more career oriented and are clear about the lifestyle they want to lead. So they are becoming more aware of their higher level needs, and this awareness would intensify further among the future employees, right? Now the next one is empowerment of employees, and the fourth one is management of human relation. Hmm. There has been a general change in profile of workforce in industrial and organization. The organization in future will get better qualified and career oriented young employees. The in proportion of professional and technical employees will also be increased as compared to the blue collar employee, right? So now the management of human relations, the management of human relation is in the future will be more complicated than it is today. Yes, it is absolutely right, because many of the new generation of employees will more difficult to motivate than their predecessors. Yes, this is absolutely true, because money will no longer be sole motivating force for majority of the workers, right? The non financial incentives will also play an important role in motivating the workforce. In short, human resource will be treated as an asset which will appear in the balance sheet of business organization in the future. Right now, the fifth one is dynamic personal policies and programs. The human resource manager would play a key role in the formulation of personal policies, programs, plans, strategies of the organization. Every HR program will have to be properly planned and directed by the human resource manager in consultation with the line and the functional manager. Line and the functional manager. Right? Now, next move to the another challenges of HRM is building responsive organization. That means the human resource manager will have to contribute tremendously to the building up of responsive organization, creative, adapting customer oriented organization would require soliciting employees commitment and self-control and encouraging empowerment of employees instead of imposing himself as a traditional boss. The future manager will have to think of himself as a team leader, internal consultant and change facilitator. Right now, the next one is creating dynamic work culture. Yeah, as changing work ethic requires increasing emphasis on individuals, job will have to be redesigned to provide challenge to the employees. Flexible starting and quitting times for employees may become necessary. Further, focus will shift from instruction extrinsic to intrinsic motivation of employees. Right now, in future, changes will be have to be initiated and managed to improve organizational effectiveness, a work culture conducive to observations of changes in the technological, economical, political, socio-culture and international environment will have to be nourished by the HR professional personal executives if they want to acquire higher status in the industry and society. They will also have to make top management more actively involved in the development of human resources for meeting the challenges of environment and enhancing organizational effectiveness. Okay, the next one is building core competence and creating competitive advantage. Okay, now in today's globalized market pace, maintaining a competitive advantage is the foremost goal of the any business organization. Yeah, it is absolutely right. There are two important ways a business can achieve a competitive advantage. The first one is cost leadership, which means the firms aims to become the low cost leader in the industry. This is the first number, and the second one is competitive strategy is differentiation under which the firm seeks to be unique in the industry in terms of dimensions that are widely valued by the customer. Right. So these are the another challenges of HRM. Right now, the last one is but the not least one is outsourcing HRM function. What do you mean by outsourcing? The term outsourcing means getting some services from external service providers or agencies rather than performing it within the organization. This practice is called business process outsourcing, that means BPO. The basic features of BPO is that companies hire out and contract those services or tasks which fall outside the area of their core competence. What is core competence, right? For example, let's take an example. For example, a business enterprise may outsource employment of personnel, training of personnel, and payroll accounting to be a specialized service provider, right? Often called a BPO.